Hey, G.I. Joe fans, welcome to this week's G.I. Joe toy review, where this week we are looking at not just one, two, but three figures today, as we are doing Sergeant Stalker. And then, before we start looking at Stalker, we are going to be doing our shout-outs of the week, starting with, 48 South Loudoun Street here in lovely Winchester, Virginia, which is the home of not Four Color Fittings, but Back to the Media. And at Back to the Media, you can get all your video game needs from the Atari all the way up to current systems, Games for each console, and everything in between. So definitely check them out. But also here at Back to the Media, we can also look at getting CDs, DVDs, cassettes, and more. So definitely check them out. And while you're there, you can go to go and check out Play It Again Games right behind the Sheets on Valley. And you can also get all of your extra doodads that you can't find at Back to the Media. And you can get it at Play It Again Games, as well as get your PC, laptop, computer, and everything else fixed while you're there. So definitely check them out. And if you're looking for toys and collectibles, you could go to Time Traveler Toys and Collectibles and get all your G.I. Joe, Transformer, and He-Man, and She-Ra, and everything else you need fixed. I mean, I got this Stalker off of Amazon. I got this one off of eBay, and this one was a or Christmas present a couple years back. And you can actually get them still get them off of online. Or you can go and get them from Time Travelers if they have them. So definitely check them out. But if you have a toddler that's trying to get his PC and everything else done, you could go to Play It Again Games, or not Play It Again Games, but Thinker Toys, and get all your stuff done there. So definitely check them out. And after you leave there, you could go to you could go over to Four Color Fantasies on 80 Weems Lane for all your comic book needs here in Winchester. Or if you live in the Salisbury, North Carolina area, you could go to Comic Monsters to check them out. You know, get some cool stuff from both places. So definitely check them out. But while you're here in the area, you could go to Winchester, Virginia. You can go to 39 Piccadilly Street and get all your Jamaican food from Tropical Islands. Definitely check them out and get your Jamaican food on. And while you're there, you could go to see Mick at Mick's Tree Service for any tree work or landscaping work you need done. So definitely check them out. After you leave there, you could go to Bank of Clark or United Bank here in Winchester to get all your banking needs met. So definitely check them out. Definitely check them out. And while you're there, you could go to you can go and see State Farm or Farmers Insurance to get all your insurance, whether it be auto insurance, renter's insurance, or homeowner's insurance. Definitely see that and get that done. But if you need to get gas for your vehicle, whether it's just newly insured or have already been insured, you could go to Sheets or Handy Mart and get some gas, or you can get somebody to make to order food and get your belly full at the same time you get your gas tank full. So definitely check them out. So definitely it is a well worth the trip. And Cobra Island is a proud sponsor of mental health awareness. So if you need counseling and you're in Winchester, you can go see Robert C. Brown at Healing Grace Counseling Services. If Rob isn't what you're looking for, you can go and see any one of the local offices here in Winchester. Or go to your local office wherever you're at, or get a hold of National Counseling Group. There's nothing wrong with seeking help. But if you need psychiatry and you're in the Winchester Front Royal area, please check out Northwestern Counseling. Once I can learn to speak English and say their name right, North Russian Community Services, and check them out and see the people they have there. But if you need somebody to text right now, dial 741-741 and talk to somebody right away. Or if you need to hear a human voice, dial 988. But if it's a real bad emergency, go to your closest emergency room. Definitely nothing wrong with seeking help. So we're going to do like we did with the Cobra Trooper and Roadblock the last 2 weeks and look at every one of the 3 Stalkers file cards. Ranger, codename Sergeant Stalker. And there's a picture of Stalker with G.I. Joe logo. File name Wilkinson Lorenzo R. Primary military specialty is infantry. Secondary military specialty is medic or interpreter. Birthplace is Detroit, Michigan. And his grade is E5. Sergeant Stalker is one of the original members of the G.I. Joe team. Prior to enlistment, he was a warlord of a large urban street gang, fluent in Spanish, Arabic, French, and Swahili. Graduated top of his class, basic combat training. Advanced infantry training, top of class. Special training, U.S. Army language school. Intelligence school, qualified expert in M14, M16, M19 11A1 auto pistol, M3A1 grease gun, M32 pulverizer submachine gun. Functions well under high stress situations. Intelligence, perceptive, moves like some sort of jungle cat. Silent, fast, and strong. And then you've got the one that came with this Stalker, which says codename Sergeant Stalker. File name Wilkinson Lorenzo R. He's an infantry, is a PMS. His SMS is a medical interpreter from Detroit, Michigan. Grades E5. So that top bio part is same as the original one. Sergeant Stalker is a soldier through and through. Tough, realistic, and willing to do whatever it takes to complete the mission. His no-nonsense attitude is what made him so convincing when the team fooled Cobra with fake transmissions about how they were surrendering to the head snake. The G.I. Joe team knew Cobra would intercept the transmissions, and that they'd never imagined that someone like Sergeant Stalker, a hard-edged, get-real soldier, would be making up the whole story. Sergeant Stalker is an experienced pilot and jetpack operator. If he's not on the ground going one-on-one with a Cobra Trooper, he's in the air taking aim at the enemy. Quote at the bottom says, you want to fight? Then you got one. But just so you know, you won't win it. And then we've got the file card for the retro Stalker, where it says Lorenzo Stalker Wilkinson. He's a ranger, is his role. Primary specialty is infantry, secondary specialty medic and interpreter. Birthplace Detroit, Michigan. And it says, generals may win campaigns, but it's the sergeants who win the battles, mostly by yelling and kicking butt. So it really shows the toughness of Sergeant Stalker, which we're going to look at him now. Upraised G.I. Joe logo on his figure stand, codename Sergeant Stalker. And this version, which is the 25th anniversary, comes with a combat knife, a hand pistol, and a submachine gun that actually also came with Firefly. So let's take a look at this version of the Stalker, which he has a green beret, black web gear. His head can rotate the full 360. His arm can raise to that high. Rotate all the way around. Elbow can bend. He can also swivel at the bicep. He can swivel at the wrist. But I had to glue his wrist on because they came off and put 2 separate times. But he can ab crunch. He can split about so far. His leg can kick forward, bend at the knee, and you can pivot at the ankle, as well as rotate. So let's get this Stalker geared up and get ready to look at the cartoon accurate one. And of course, here's the cartoon accurate Stalker, which we will look at his figure stand. Sergeant Stalker in the front, upraised G.I. Joe logo. He comes with the typical rifle that all cartoon G.I. Joe figures had in the cartoon, and a version of the jump jetpack. And then, of course, we have the Stalker here, which he has the rotating head. All the movements are the same because it's just a lighter uniform. But I will show the hand movements because I had to glue the other one. But his hands on every figure can rotate, as you can see. But everything's about the same, except for the color of the uniform is different. The boots are the same color, but you can see he's got a lighter green camo pattern. It's like a beige web gear. Knife sleeve, which he didn't come with a knife. He put in there, so I don't understand why they didn't include a knife with him. And the got pistol holster, which he didn't come with a pistol. But if you got extra knife and pistol floating around, you could put it on him just to fill them holes. But let me gear him up and we'll look at the retro line. So here's the retro line Stalker, which he does come with the same figure stand. Sergeant Stalker on the front, upraised G.I. Joe logo. He comes with this assault rifle, which is pretty cool looking. He comes with this rifle, which is pretty cool looking, a pistol, and a knife. And of course, his articulation is the same. He can spin all the way around. He can lift his arm about so high, rotate it all the way around, bend at the elbow, rotate at the elbow, rotate at the hand. He's got the ab crunch motion, and his head can also go up and down. His legs can split. His leg can move forward. And of course the double knee joint. His ankle can bend forward, rotate all the way around, a full 360. Good for poses, different type of poses. So let's gear him up and put all three of them together. So of course we'll put all the Stalkers on the display platform, so y'all can take center stage. But that's all three of the Stalkers. You know, as you can tell, all different uniforms, different colors, different accessories, but they're same great figure. You know, it's good to see how they get the token black dude to go through the token stereotype and actually make him overcome his surroundings and actually become a detriment to his country. That part is awesome. Because if anybody can get out of street life and street gang life, more power to you, man. I'm proud of you for that. You know, because being a street gang isn't the cool thing to do. You know, but it is what it is. Some people actually do it and go through with it. But, you know, it's still pretty cool, you know, to overcome the street life. You know, and actually become something with yourself and be a detriment to your country. So it's pretty cool. But this has been Stalker. He is one of my favorite figures. He is one of my favorite characters. Just because I like his no-nonsense approach to the character that Larry Hama gave him. You know, and the way he was presented in the cartoon and the comic books. You know, I think it's pretty awesome. You know, but he is a top-tier figure. He is a must-have in any collection. Especially if you're collecting the original 13. Well, technically you count Shooter, the original 14, but it is what it is. But the Stalker's a great character, and now you know, and knowing is half the battle. See you in the next one. Peace.